Welcome back, Puppets of Geppetto, after our shortest video yet, clocking in a total of 1 minute 46 before the record got disrupted. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's continue on, shall we? We grab the iron protection, and let's get our durability back up since that increases our damage. And onward we go. Let's see who remembers how to do this section. Top first. Come over. Rope. Grab the Ergo fragment. Sawtooth. That should start him on his journey. I'm also going to get this barrel out of the way, as that's what's stopping him from moving. Wait till he gets at least halfway so you can then get your rope. Should be good about now. Gotta dodge his throw. And as you can see up there, our next target. Up we go. How dare you hit me? Do I have my recharge on? Right, yeah, I do. Don't need to pick up the chest, as we don't need another copy of the big pipe wrench. So we're just going to head down the ladder. And continuing on the journey as we did before. Enemy here for a plunge. Just going to split up these two. Love those flashy crit hits. We will grab the items here by the ambush. As there is a dim Ergo chunk. We don't need the Dark Moonstone, but the dim Ergo chunk is always good. Reminder that there's a boiler puppet up here. And we're just going to lure him out where we have a bit more space. He should. Let's see, is he going to? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. We want predictable boiler puppets. Well, still not giving me a stack. There we go. Yep, it takes longer to stagger stuff in New Game Plus as well, as one of the more tediously annoying features. Up we go. And we have our next Stargazer. Hopefully this all being somewhat familiar from our first playthrough for you. There shouldn't be anything really difficult with your familiarity at this point of the game. So remember here, we rush the sniper, but first, one enemy to the left.
Puppets do this?
There he is. Then ignore any enemies as we run to this sniper here. How incredibly rude, sir. Okay, I'm actually going to kill because so much damage. Pitchfork person. Look at that. That's obscene. Whoa, hello. And that's what happens when you fall off the roof. So if you recall what we are aiming to do, we come up here, we deal with the sniper, and then we take them all out one by one here, not falling off the roof and then having to deal with them all in a mob format. Less than ideal, but hey ho. Grab a thermite, grab a saw blade, and that should have been the last one, yeah. Chest in hut for transformation amulet +1? Yes. Which gives you +6 to your advanced stats, but nothing that we need, but just so you know, there is a new amulet there. You don't need it for a trophy or anything. Reminder that we fall down here, and there are 2 butterflies. However, there are also numerous explosive barrels, so just be careful not to die to any of those. If in doubt, excuse me, don't worry about them because it's only crescent moonstones. The only thing we actually need to do is go up this ladder to continue on our journey. Oh, true, come on, you're just... threw me off because it missed the rope twice. That's my excuse. It is a valid excuse. However, it's a weak one, let's be honest. We can ignore the ambush room, there's no reason to go in there, so we're not going to go in there. You are welcome to clear it out if you want. There's the 6 or 7 puppets in there. Come up here, grab a vivid Ergo. Come to the Atoned.
You want to go up, child? The cathedral. I still live. Are you?
Give the Stalkers greeting.
Interesting. I
Ta-da.
thought all the stuff for I haven't.
Ergo whispers. If you hadn't listened to the record, at this point your springs may react instead of the Ergo. Well, they will react instead of Ergo whispering. However, when you use prey on the statue in a moment, the Ergo will whisper there. So don't worry too much. If your springs react, it's not the end of the world. It just means you didn't listen to the record, which it's, you know, nearly 4 minutes. Although the feel
those of you who joined us in Moonlight Town, we
unfortunately
hope your
non-skippable.
preparations for the
This
pilgrimage journey are well underway.
one of the points in the game that just
Town, Moonlight, just fascinating.
when you've
Back in
completed
the
it
day,
numerous
the only way
times.
to reach the cathedral was
I don't know
using
about
a
you,
rope
but for
and
me this kind of
pulley.
grinds on me a little
Thanks for
bit.
building
It's
it
this
on a
forced
cliff,
slowness.
Saint Frangelico. I kid. Frangelico, wonderful saint, wonderful. Anyway, next stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of beautiful Krat. It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey. I've been your captain on this ride, Gemini! Well, not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide. You look annoyed. What I do? I'm sure it's fine. Let's get a move on.
I'm going to go right first for an Ergo.
See that over there? I
Nice
recognize dead
chunk.
puppets. That's to be expected. But
Fire
what
up
is
the
that?
Stargazer. Level up, and we're going to level our motivity to 6, so we can start increasing our damage buff from motivity. In we go. Reintroducing the carcass enemy.
No idea what those things are, pal. Approach with caution.
Who stay exactly the same. Jump back, and then a couple of melee hits, or one if you get a crit on them, is all we need to do. Grab the hidden moonstone for no reason other than the fact that it's right there. Take the low road. There you go. 1 hit for crit. There we go. Bopping carcasses. No need to go back round or anything else. Carry on.
What is happening?
Remember, there's a trio
What's
here,
their
starting
problem?
with this
Wait.
one by the
Bodies are
cart.
strangely all over. I don't know what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
And finishing with this one over here, who may or may not get up before you get to him. So I think in the first playthrough he already got up at that point. Over here, and we already have the pray gesture, so let's use it now to get some more humanity points. The Ergo will whisper. Head out, and we're going to meet for the first time, for the second time, we're going to meet Giangio.
Mercy! My name is... I was able to use... Sorry.
Much more interesting character now that you know
Many
that
substances can be
he has a
poisonous.
bigger
The
role
gold
to
point.
play.
Can you?
However, nothing else changes. You don't get an extra
The
cube,
people of
even though it
ancient
says there
Kree,
you
if you can
you
help me with the gold coin tree,
acquire
I'll give you more
cube.
of this. Seems there's an... I'm headed to...
So we now have an extra free recovery wish stone that we get from him.
People...
Talking about the cube,
Seems there's an... I'm headed to...
but we're going to keep it on the friendship. Optionally, open the chest for a Belford cartridge +1. Still not as good as what we currently have equipped, but so you know that it's there. I don't know if actually, I think I was off. It was on the video where my audio was stopped. But basically, everywhere you picked up a piece of armor, that same piece of armor +1 is going to be in its place. And eventually, those will start getting a little bit better than what we've got. Grab fire abrasive, and we can now hear what the machine is saying as we get closer. The king wishes to eradicate all monsters born of petrification disease. Protect the humans. So says the king. Yep. Just like in Romeo's message at the end of your first playthrough, where he said that he was, you know, trying to get through to you so that you could work together. Let them finish the fight among themselves and we'll just deal with what's left, which will be the carcasses, just like in our first playthrough. There we go. One of you, thank you. And for you, just in case, we'll put the grindstone on. We're going to use enhanced rope. And a charge. And then do the job. He will drop a star fragment, so make sure you pick up that. Grab the Vivid Ergo on the side. And then just to the left before the steps, you've got an ampule. In we go. Fire up and have a rest at the church. Stargazer. There we go. Bishop. We'll see him later. First things first. We've got to get through the platformy section of the game. Sawtooth. Lob one at the female carcass at the back, or I should say to what I see as a female. Apologies if that's too much stereotyping, but dress and visible boobage is the reasoning behind me classifying it that way. Deal with these. Sawtooth. One at a time to deal with the hanging ones. Remember to be at the top of the steps so that you don't hit the beams with your sawtooth. If you're off the steps, you will hit the beams. So you need to be here to hit the one in the distance there. Come on. There we go. Up the ladder. Next carcass. There she is. And then remembering for this sniper, we want to get across so that we can then block. Don't worry about that item down there this time. I wouldn't worry about either of those, it's not really worth it. You're welcome to pick it up if you want. Here, just to prevent a problem, equip your sharp pipes, and when a gap comes, really? Well, there's a waste of one. And that was my fault because I didn't wait for the gap. Okay, well, I'll use some thermite. Could have done that with 3 sharp pipe if I'd done that properly the first time. However, 2 thermite is fine. We are going to keep the thermite equipped for the other sniper in this section. And just a reminder, respect the wheel. Don't get knocked off by the wheel. Pop the carcass. Head across the beam. Use this beam to our advantage. Throw in the gaps. 2 of those. And there we go. At this point you will have 2 more thermite on you than I will. Come to the left as we want to pick up the star fragment. More of those are always welcome so that we can have retries against bosses in the case we don't get to defeat them the first time, which is respectable. I would never put ill on anybody for losing to a boss in Lies of P. even more seasoned players, it's quite easy for a boss to overwhelm you. Wait and immediately run up. Oh, I've got a chance of getting hit here. Oh, we got this. Pop the carcass. Second one comes along. Rope. Pop. In we are, and remember there are two carcasses, one on the left, one on the right, and then there's a big sniper behind that wooden bit at the end. There we go. So we're going to step into this corner to avoid the sniper while we deal with the last carcass. And I'm just going to Fable you. 2 Fable slots is enough to kill you. Grab the Vivid Ergo. Up the stairs. And here we are. So reminder, run, don't jump for the first. Push down the fire. We don't need to ride the lift over, but do remember to pull the shortcut so that if you need to, you have a way back up here. Grab the Legion mag. Open the door. Use your perfect block grindstone. Get a free charge in and then block. Charge attack. Block. Fable. There we go. Once you've got the stagger, get a charge attack in and then fatal, and that should be enough. If not, either a charge attack or an enhanced rope will do the job. That'll get you your quartz. We're not here for the cat dust, we're up the ladder though. As Ergo be Ergo. Drop down. Don't forget to get the Krat Supply Box from this chest. Want that for the shop inventory. Take the lift down. Head to left.
Always be true
Talk to
to
Cecile.
I'm over everyone. Hey, Art, if I can't.
Come across for a thermite, fire up the stargazer, and we're going to walk back to the hotel. Right, refill our Fable. Head over to Polydina and give him the Krat Supply Box.
Welcome to... This is a... I shall open it. Welcome to...
Purchase the quartz and the bright red apple. And purchase up to 30, so I need to buy 3 sawtooth. You need to pay however much you need so that you have 30 sawtooth available. Head upstairs. Gonna go gather our fruit. Top up our friendship wish stones. So in this instance I can get 3 and I have 1 left. You may be only able to only get 2 if you've been faster than I have. But basically we want friendship, we want to have 12 in our pocket. So we've got 3 in the cube and then 12 in our bag. That's a good place to be. That's essentially 5 bosses where we use all 3 during the boss fight. Come in. Take a seat. 2 quartz. We're going to finish off our perfect guard weapon durability recovery. Oh. Right, where are we? Perfect guard, Fable charge, enhance 1. And we're going to go increase throwing object possession limit 1. And there we are. We've now unlocked the perfect guard weapon durability recovery ability. And got a couple of nice perks along with it. Head over, find Sophia, and we're going to spend 6 dim chunk. And 2 vivid fragments.
Your chat is how learn flies. I'll use
So,
my power to help
even
you.
though we don't actually, I don't use the amulets from the boss ergos. I'm pretty sure in my notes I don't spend them and I gain all of the amulets. That way, if you want to play around with the boss amulets, you're more than welcome to do so. I do not spend them until our 3rd playthrough, where in the interest of getting through the game from a brand new start as quickly as possible, I'm just going to get you where you need to go. But for this, we're going to get all the amulets so that you can play around with them. 2 levels into Motivity to get it up to 8, furthering our damage increases. And now we can warp back to 4-4, the Cathedral Library. Okay, onward we go. Remember there's a floor trap here, you don't want to trigger that. On the hanging traps, use your sawtooth, use your rope on this carcass. And let's just equip our thermite. 2 of those. To deal with him. And to save yourself the embarrassment of doing what I just did, use a sawtooth on the hanging trap before you throw your thermite at the sniper. Thankfully, we have enough thermite for what we need. Always good to have spares. Sawtooth on the hanging traps. Pop this carcass. Grab a resistance ampule. Remember, for these ones you can just trigger them by running. There is not an enemy here, so you don't have to worry about that. Grab a Fable Cat. and head down the stairs. Once down the stairs, remember there's 2 carcasses here, so the one that's walking, you just want to let out down. Ideally, he starts to run before she gets up, but just basically just use rope as necessary. Right, where's my blue resistance ampule? Gonna put that on just so that the decay takes a little bit longer to build up. No. Come here! Pop the carcasses and then grab the dim chunk. Unlike on my first playthrough where I went for the dim chunk and then the carcass dropped and then I had to waste a cure ampule. Where is he? There he is! Enhanced rope. Pop. Wait for him to start getting up, get rid of the charge attack, ×2. That should be enough for the stagger and the finish. Should drop a star fragment plus stuff, so make sure to grab that. And now, take the lift up, and we get to meet Alidoro again. And now you know just how well, not annoying, just how backstabby he is. Don't you feel even better about lying to him and sending him to Vanini Works instead of the hotel? I know I do.
Damn it! I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave. Oh, sure, I don't need to know who I am. I'm Alidoro. I'm looking for... Do you know
So
the place
we're going to
where I
send
can
him
take
to
refuge?
Vanini Works
Preferably.
to gain some humanity points.
Vanini? But I would know first. I have a lot of Since you're so helpful.
And
As
have
a
a quick
descent
chat.
until then,
Make sure you talk to him. We're going to continue the Alidoro story. We need to for Eugenie. Purchase. And I'm going to trade for our first 3 amulets from bosses. So dancing ones. Again, this is not mandatory. You can actually spend it for Ergo. If you want to get multiple weapons for some crazy reason, you're welcome to. But this is just making sure that you have access to all of the different build options by following this guide. Broken Heroes for the Extreme Modification Amulet, and the Conquering Amulet for the King's Coat. So the Conquering one's not bad upon a Perfect Guard because we're using the Perfect Grindstone, which increases your attack. The one that I like is the Nameless one's amulet, which we're going to get for our next boss, which is when you use a pulse cell, there is actually a chance that it won't consume the pulse cell, so you'll still heal, but you'll have more ways to heal. So I like that one. They're all pretty good in their own way. As I said, I'm just giving you a chance to mess around with some builds. So down we go. However, in playthrough 3, where we have to start from scratch, I will be using the build very specifically, since we don't have to collect the weapons, unless we're trading it in for the Twin Dragon Sword or for the Nameless boss amulet. We're going to spend the rest for Ergo so that we don't have to we don't have to kill as many things so that we can level you up as quickly as possible. Remember, ambush from the right. Ergo left of the steps. Don't bother getting the item there. No, we don't need the emergency protection. Cross over. Grab the Archbishop Diary. Get this carcass to rush us. Hit the wall because why wouldn't we? Thank you. And just beware hanging traps before we grab the Holy Mark. and strengthening frame +1. So actually, just to show you, so there you go. Strengthening frame had a reduction of 20.10, 23.74, so it's actually a respectable increase. However, not as good as what we've got, and our weight management has been something we've done throughout this build, so no need for us to get weaker defense in our equipment. Reminder that there is a pod up here, so trigger it, come back. Grab the resistance ampule and kick the bucket. Obviously don't kick the bucket yourself, you know what I mean. I've forgotten what this item is, so I'm going to pick it up anyway, just play it safe. Fable cat, yeah, I thought it was useless. Down the ladder, and make sure we pull the chain for the shortcut. Grab the radiant chunk. Take the shortcut. Head back to Cecile and give her the hurt mark.
Oh, thank you. It's a reminder.
Stargazer. And now we're on to boss prep. So switch Legion Arm to the Aegis. Don't worry that we're now slightly heavy, we're going to adjust that in just one moment. By equipping, swap the Hunter's Amulet for the Carrier's Amulet. Might as well do the +1, although either would be fine. Equip the cube. Make sure you've got your shot puts equipped. And that's all the prep that we need to do for this boss. Shouldn't be difficult, this should be very much similar to your first playthrough. The Spirit's going to take the aggro. So long as you summon the Spectre, use your grindstone to help when it comes to durability recovery. Mainly focus on using your Aegis as your block rather than relying on perfect blocks. It doesn't really do too much on this boss fight. Right, skip the cutscene. Get ready, block. Aegis. Fable in. We'll take that as a trade. We've got a perfect block with the Aegis. That was actually one of my comments on one of the videos, was can you perfect block the Aegis? Yes, you can. I find it harder because you've got to time the raising of the shield. As you can see, I don't respect this boss. I have very little respect for it. It's not difficult. Get the charge attack in, and we've got enough time to get up fatal. And phase 1 is the over. Fable. Oh. Can let the Spectre get the final kill. Right, there we go. Right. Grindstone to restore some durability. And now we have to run all the way over here just to catch up with Frangelico. And the way I should say, Andreas. Oh, Spectre healing. There we go. Do that with blue. Heal spirit. Alright, let's... There we go. Right. Whoa. Fable. Thank you. This one? Heal spirit. Heal me. Most trouble I've actually had. I mean, to be fair, he's focusing on me a lot more than the spirit. There we go, right. Shot put. Bonk. Charge attack. And effectual. Yeah, normally he focuses on the spirit, on the spectre more than me. But even that is as hard as that fight gets. You know, I didn't really respect him at all. I had more than enough heals. You know, there's no need, so I'm going to skip that cutscene. I'm going to skip all the cutscenes. In the interest of video brevity. Twisted Angels Ergo, that's what we want to see.
Back to the old Krat.
Fire up the Stargazer.
The old before the green.
And either run or walk back to the library where Cecile was. I needed to rest, but that's fine. We'll just rest at this one. Grab the Divine Service record. We're not worried about getting all the records or playing all the records. We're just going to get enough humanity points so that we can make the decision at the end. So warp over to the 3-1, the Workshop Union entrance, where we sent, in inverted commas, Alidoro, as we know it's not Alidoro. The murderer of Alidoro. Head up, and let's lie to him again.
We'll get away with this.
Just like he does to us.
This place is honor and I'll never forget.
So we're going to send him to Elysium Boulevard. And he's going to say, oh, I know it's not there.
I shall
Ergo's going to whisper, and he's going to say the hotel is the only other option. And that's where we're going to go now. Head over and play the Divine Service record. Refill our Fable. Talk to Vanini.
I've been in... If my...
Get another Ergo wavelength decoder,
I
even though we've
always
got a
will.
completed one already in our possession. Paladina.
Welcome to...
Purchase so that we have 30 Sawtooth. I mean, can actually... Yeah, why not? We can hold 31. We'll buy up to 31. Why not? Head over to, inverted commas, Alidoro.
Oh, it's you. I am betrayal. I shall give you. However, it's up to you.
And trade for the Nameless One's Amulet. The more heal amulet. Right. Spend 2 radiant chunks. Those are 2,000 a pop. And 1 vivid chunk, which is 1,500.
The cathedral. Maybe those the bedroom.
And we should have enough to get 3 levels. And we're going to put them all into capacity. So capacity +3 to 39. Switch your legion back to puppet string. And replace your carrier's amulet with the Nameless one's amulet, and you should still remain below 60%. There you go. And now we functionally have more than 11 pulse cells, because whenever you use one, there is a chance that it won't actually use it. You'll still get the heal, but you won't use the consumable. And we're just going to let Divine Service finish playing. So while I'm doing that, let's get my inventory back. Replace the cube with sawtooths. I'm dancing. Sort of. There we go. Ergo Whispers, and we warp back to 4-5, the Archbishop's Altar. Right. Onward we go. Charge. To the left and head down. Whoa. Wow. Grab the Ergo before you exit. Rope the dog. Remember, there is a bear trap before this ampule over there. Rope the carcass. Bop the other carcass.
Once, Krat was
And
just
then
a
hang a left,
small town
and
on the
remember
coast
to
of
get
little
the
importance.
smiling
Before
bunny mark.
Elysian Boulevard was built, this place
For not too
literally
long
was
for the
all there was of
DLC.
Krat.
I don't know about any of you, but I
Some in the
cannot
city
wait to see what
prospered,
they do with the DLC for
they
this
left the old
game.
town
I'm
behind.
even more excited
Through
for...
isolation and
I
neglect,
just really hope they
Krat's
do
first incarnation
a
became
Wizard of
nothing
Oz-esque
but dangerous alleys and
game,
desperate
like
slums.
literally the same mechanics,
Bright
the
side,
same
I guess the whole
everything, just
city
with
of
the different
Krat is
protagonists and
pretty
the
much like that
story,
now.
I think would be incredible enough. But I
old
can only
town
imagine
caught
what
up with the
mechanics
new.
they're going to do
It's true what they
with the
say.
next one.
A
So yeah,
receding
I'm really
tide sinks
excited.
all
I
boats.
really hope this series continues. They've done so well with this. Have a rest and onward. Remember, there is a dog by that wagon, so rope the carcass, step forward, rope the dog. Grab your hidden moonstone. Rope this one. We don't need to go back down round there. We've already got the weapon, so there's no need to do that. Instead, grab your Vivid Ergo, Sawtooth. Ah, there it is. I knew I forgot something. There was a dog ambush up there. Sword blade. And remember, Dopper. Hello, Dopper. There we go. I was going to say, why are you not charging? Can't see Rob. We didn't have that this last time we were here. Fable. And drop is not guaranteed, so I won't pick it up. We don't need to worry about any of the items down and to the left. Although I am concerned with the dog and chase, so we're going to bop the dog. In the interest of brevity, we're going to continue over to the right. Do I collect from here? Onward, dogs and bear, down. Just in case. Might as well, it's not exactly a difficult section to do. Remember, there is a carcass that ambushes when you try and get this item. No, didn't need to. That's why I should stick to my notes. Right, so don't step too far in here. We're just going to make sure we clear any mini dregs before we trigger that one that's up top. One from the right and one from the left at minimum. However, the additional ones from either side may also come out to play. There we go. Those crickets. Right, so now you've bopped 3, it's pretty safe to now trigger the big guy. Just lure him away just so that the one that's in the firehouse... Excuse me. Let's try that again. Wait a minute. How on earth did you tank a charged enhanced rope and just not get flinched by it? Fair play to you, sir. Right. Oh no, it was just 3 enemies, not 4, for some reason. I thought there was an extra one. Grab the ampule, grab the vivid ergo. Don't go too far forward, because remember there's another carcass up there. So we're going to evoke this one. And now we can walk forward. There he is. And there he goes. Continue on. Rope it out. And hello. Let's keep this party going. And last one. Drop down, grab the fire abrasive, and open the door. So, in the interest of safety, I like to open this shortcut. As the elite here can actually be troublesome, so... Take the lift back down. Ideally don't rest unless you have to. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's only really one carcass that you have to fight if you do. Pop through the shortcut, grab the Dark Moon Moonstone, because why not? Drop down. So yeah, if you're rested, you just have to bop the carcass that drops from there. Remember that there's a rather difficult elite coming up here, so use your grindstone, get the charge attack off, and then block. Fable. And get ready to block. Charge attack. Charge attack after the fury. Charge attack after the stun, and there it is. Once you've got the stagger, do a charge, and then... Slum shack key, there is no reason for us to open that shack whatsoever. So we're going to continue onwards. Doggo, Sawtooth. Glad that rope missed. Pop the carcasses. On the bridge. Sawtooth the first, and use rope. Excuse me, rope, thank you. And for the second. And there he is, one more. Come down, roll. Grab a dim Ergo chunk, and we're going to drop carefully across so that we can grab the saw blade. Always useful to have. Up we go. And use your grindstone as you approach the cage.
I test 1 2 1 2. Schedule update for the intruder. It's tonight.
Charge attack. Charge attack. Charge attack. Fable. And there we go. Should drop star fragment plus stuff. Inside we go.
Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Malum district.
Behind the crates.
Puppets invaded our
The
territory.
Legion mag.
Be careful.
And we now approach the platformy section again. So walk and roll. Roll. Just like we did the first time. Use rolls to get our guaranteed distance for some of the more difficult drops. And roll here. There we go, that's what we should have done the first time, however I'm pretty sure I failed it the first time. And that's how you get down there without taking any damage. And here we are, back outside the Red Lobster and about to chat to the cat and the fox. So let's have a rest. And that'll do for this video. Apologies for the splitting of this video, with the first minute and 40 something being separate. These things happen, I'm afraid. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Offer questions, comments, anything I can do to help you. I'm more than happy to do it if I can. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now.